Let's talk about Freddie Mercury for a minute. It's true, Freddie Mercury was born with 4 extra teeth in the back of his mouth. This caused his now famous bucktooth grin. Growing up, he was nicknamed Bucky. However, he never got his teeth fixed because he feared that it would mess with his vocals. Mercury was born in Zanzibar, which is a partially self-governing state in Tanzania, which is really close to Africa. As a young boy, he went to a British boarding school. Mercury had a degree in art and graphic design from Ealing Art College, which came in handy when he created the Queen emblem, the one that featured the zodiac signs for the band members. There were 2 lions for John Deacon and Roger Taylor, a Cancer crab for Brian May, and 2 fairies for his own Virgo sign. He didn't believe in astrology. Mercury also had close friendship with Elton John. His nickname for Elton John was Sharon. Long before Mercury was big in the music industry, he actually worked as a baggage handler at Heathrow Airport. Mercury had a recorded vocal range of almost 4 octaves. While a typical vibrato will fluctuate between 5.4 Hz and 6.9 Hz, Mercury's voice would fluctuate at 7.04 Hz. Mercury actually started writing Bohemian Rhapsody in 1968, 2 years before he joined Queen. He referred to it as the cowboy song because of the Old West feel for the Johnny Cash-like lyrics, "Mama just killed a man." Famed rock star Kurt Cobain actually mentioned Freddie Mercury in his suicide note. Quote, "When we're backstage and the lights go out and the manic roar of the crowd begins, it doesn't affect me the way it did for Freddie Mercury. He seemed to relish in the love and adoration from the crowd, which is something I totally admire and envy." So the big question when I was in high school was, is Freddie Mercury gay? Ryan Butcher, the editor of LGBT website Pink News, says, "I think if Freddie were living now the way that he lived in his own lifetime, we'd probably call him queer rather than gay or bisexual. It wasn't just about sexuality with him. It was about his whole identity and the flamboyant persona he projected on stage, which is one of the main things Queen are known for." Even though for the last 6 years of his life, Mercury lived with Jen Hutton, his male partner, he gave most of his estate after he passed away to Mary Austin, a woman he dated for about a similar length of time in the 70s. Mercury said before he died, "If things had been different, you would have been my wife and this would have been yours anyway." On November 22nd, 1991, Mercury released a press statement confirming that he tested positive for HIV and had AIDS. Around 24 hours later, he passed away. July 13th, 1985, one of the greatest live concerts ever staged was put on, featuring the likes of Sting, U2, Dire Straits, The Who, David Bowie, Elvis Costello, Elton John, George Michael, and many more. But it was Queen who stole the show. After the Queen set, Elton John rushed into Mercury's trailer and said, "You bastards, you stole the show." Queen smoked them. They just took everybody. They walked away being the greatest band you've ever seen in your life. It was unbelievable, said David Grohl of the Foo Fighters. If you haven't seen that performance, you must check it out. It's something to see. Thanks.